Good afternoon and welcome everyone. My name, as you already know, is Melissa Bungcaras and I'm with ActionAid Australia, and I'm here to present to you some research that ActionAid Australia has been developing in partnership with Monash University's Gender, Peace and Security Centre. And we're very fortunate today to have some women from the grassroots level who are here to share their stories with you. So I'm hoping I won't have to speak too much and you'll get to hear as much as possible from these women leaders. So just to give you a little bit of background to the research, ActionAid has been fortunate enough to receive a grant from the Australian Government's Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade to implement a project called Gender Responsive Alternatives to Climate Change. And under this project, we have working with women at the grassroots level on a range of different activities, empowering them to look at their own alternatives around climate change, disasters and conflict. We have women here from Cambodia, Kenya and Vanuatu. And they've also had the opportunity to participate in a grassroots academy that has been initiated by the Wairau Commission, another partner under this project. We also have a research component, as I mentioned, and so I'd really like to share with you today the 3 key findings that have come from that research and also the framework that we have developed. So I'll just bring up the framework initially. So this is the framework we have developed. And as you know, women are disproportionately affected by disasters. And what we have tried to do with this framework is develop something that really speaks to those intersecting vulnerabilities that women suffer from, but also the power that women have to change the way that we do disasters, respond to disasters and to climate change. So there are 3 key domains to this research. The first on the top around women's knowledge and how that transfers across to institutions. The second around women's participation and how women's participation can transform those institutions. And the third around women's collective action and how they are influencing institutional governance. Now, as part of the research, one of the things that I will speak about shortly is that this doesn't happen only in crisis response or recovery. What we're looking at is how this also links with broader sustainable development. So I'll go on to allow the women to come and speak as quickly as possible by going to the first key finding. And the first key finding of this research is that there is low mutual awareness of scientific and women's localised knowledge of climate change, its causes and consequences. So in this we are saying that women have their own very specific, everyday localised knowledge that we must value, and conversely there is an opportunity for them to also learn from institutions around scientific and technical knowledge. But this is a two-way transfer of knowledge and there needs to be much stronger brokering between the two. So I'd like to invite our first community leader to the stage. We have Pak Pao from Cambodia, and she is a grassroots women representative from Kampot province. And she will have a translator with her today, my colleague Samantha from ActionAid Cambodia.
Cha chim riệp xúa nhóm chmô Pak Pau chia sợi trai mùa chia đầm nang sợi trai mùa than một pi nang sợi trai mùa than 7,000 នាក់មកពីប្រទេសកម្ពុជាថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំសប្បាយរីករាយណាស់ដែលបានចូលរួមទិវាសកលស្ដីអំពីការកាត់បន្ថយហានិភ័យគ្រោះមហន្តរាយដែលកាត់បន្ថយពីហានិភ័យគ្រោះមហន្តរាយពេលនេះខ្ញុំណាដោយការិយាបានលើកឡើងថាស្ត្រីចំណេះដឹងស្ត្រីនៅមូលដ្ឋានមានសារៈសំខាន់ណាស់ពីយូរលង់ណាស់មកហើយ
Okay, so everyone, I am Pak Po. I'm from Cambodia. I'm a grassroots community members. I'm from Kampot province. So Yes, I'm actually very happy to be here and to stand in front of many people and to share some local knowledge from my country.
តាំងពីយូរលង់ណាស់មកហើយគឺថានិយាយតគ្នាថាខ្ញុំសម្គាល់មើលនៅដង្កូវដួងកាលណាដង្កូវដួងហ្នឹងខ្មៅក្នុងឆ្នោតទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងបានន័យថាក្នុងឆ្នាំហ្នឹងប្រកបកសិកម្មបានផលពេញ 100% បើសិនណាតកៅហ្នឹងវាខ្មៅត្រឹមក្បាលខ្ញុំបញ្ជាក់ថាសម្គាល់ថាភ្លៀងនឹងមាននៅដើមឆ្នាំហើយបើសិនជាដង្កូវហ្នឹងคล้ายជានៅខ្មៅនៅមួយកណាត់នៅកន្ទុយនឹងសម្គាល់ថាចុងឆ្នាំហ្នឹងនឹងភ្លៀងមានតែនៅចុងឆ្នាំតែប៉ុណ្ណោះតែដំស្គាល់ដល់នេះដោយកាត់ចវិទ្យានិងវិទ្យាសាស្ត្រมันអាចនឹងចំណេះដឹងស្ត្រីមូលដ្ឋានក៏มันអាចដែលគាត់អនុវត្តកន្លងមកมันបានម្លងក៏มันអាចបំភ្លេចបានដែរដូច្នេះហើយវិទ្យាកាត់ចវិទ្យានិងចំណេះដឹងស្ត្រីមូលដ្ឋានมันអាចកាត់ផ្ដាច់គ្នាត្រូវមានទំនាក់ទំនងគ្នាទៅវិញទៅមកចា
Yes, as Melissa already mentioned earlier, local knowledge is very important, and I can take example from Cambodia, what I have practiced so far. So, for example, if next year, and we want to forecast the weather, like whether it is rain, whether it is drought or storm, so that we can look around to see a kind of warmth. And that kind of warmth normally just stay around the bush, like the bamboo bush or the straw, so that they can just take the warmth and see if the warmth they have the background, the whole body. So it means that next year probably there will be a lot of rain and almost the whole years. And unlike if the worm they have the background only the head or the tail, so the head refer to like probably the rain it will be coming only the early year, and the tail the rain will be coming only the late of the year. So based on that they also can predict or decide what kind of rice crop that they should plant. Because if they need, the rain is only in the early year, they may make their own decision what kind of crop that they should plant next year.
ពេលដែលតកៅដួងហ្នឹងដំណាំខ្មៅហើយយើងខ្មៅមួយកណាត់ហើយយើងនឹងដាក់ពូជណាដែលត្រូវនឹងអាកាសធាតុដាំដំណាំណាដែលយើងមានទឹកសន្សើមវាអាចនឹងទៅតាមនឹងអាកាសធាតុបានហើយពូជដែលយើងជ្រើសរើសនោះយើងជ្រើសរើសយកពូជណាពូជដែលបានបន្តគ្នាទុកសម្រាប់ឆ្នាំក្រោយទៀតដោយមិនមានការទិញនៅផ្សារបើកាលណាទិញនៅផ្សារយើងនឹងខាតបង់ថវិកា
We also can observe the soil and the weather, like what kind of soil they should plant what kind of crops, or what kind of soil they could plant what kind of another crop, and the crop can be vary from different season. So they have applied a lot from this local knowledge, and they have learned from their old generation. ដូចនេះខ្ញុំសូមថ្លែងអំណរគុណខ្ញុំមានតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងដែរសូមអរគុណ So yes, since the time is very short, I should just close my sharing, and thank you very much.
Just come and stand here. Over here. Thank you. Thank you. I'll just move on quickly to our next finding. So the next key finding of this research is that Women's participation in crisis response provides the groundwork for sustainable alternatives to climate change. And this really links to the title of this presentation around women's security. And I have a fantastic speaker with us all the way from Vanuatu. So we have Lewia Poki, a member of the Women Talk Talk Together network in Vanuatu, who will speak about this. And just to say that in Vanuatu, ActionAid started working with these women after Cyclone Pam in 2015, and it really illustrates how women participation has really made a difference in terms of women's opportunity to secure spaces that are safe for themselves and address issues around gender-based violence that are quite prevalent in disasters. So I just bring up Lewia. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for this chance that I'm going to give out the talk on participation. First of all, I'm very honored to be here to attend this global platform for disaster risk reduction. We have in Vanuatu, through our network, we have the opportunity to participate in decision making. No matter disaster strikes, we still find the opportunity to get together and to a collective decision to address our protection issues. And for this reason, more than 4,000 women are members in the network I'm representing. And the network is actively growing and will expand to other islands in Vanuatu if there is opportunity. I'm going to give out an example of participation before men did not recognize and value the knowledge of women and the role of women, but during the disaster. But after mobilizing and setting up this network as a safe space for women, women organized for the first time Chief's Day in 2017. The women presented a petition to the chief to request a piece of land and build a market house. And the chiefs has recognized the role of women and heard the voices and have given permission to build. And for this, I would like to say thank you very much for listening.
Stand next to Pal. Thank you so much, Lewia. And finally, as we run out of time, we'll move on to the final finding of this research. And that's that women's collective action is forging novel community networks, enabling integrated responses to climate, disaster and conflict. It's really interesting at this conference to hear about coherence. I know there was a high-level panel this morning, but what we're seeing at the community level and what this research has found is that women are actually doing this intrinsically. And so the solutions are here. The women have the solutions and we need to be able to hear their voices. Collectively, they are taking action. And I'd like to invite our final speaker to the stage. We have Mary Cookett, and she's the chairperson of the Tangle Bay Women's Network in Kenya, and she's going to share some of her experiences relating to collective action. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. I'm happy to be in front of you this afternoon and share what women at grassroots are trying to do according to their capability and their knowledge. First of all, we women at grassroots, we have gatherings, we have small groups whereby we mobilize ourselves according to our needs in concern of disaster risk reduction. We do gatherings, we collect views from women in various groups, and then we share the findings with the stakeholders, other civil society organizations, and then we come up with a charter of demand, whereby we take these demands to our local government and national government. Also, in collective, we mobilize our women to participate on budget processes, whereby women can put their priorities so that it will be in concern, and also will be in the budget of the government. When the time of dispatching the money the priorities of women will be there. So that is the strength that women at grassroots is. So women are powerful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mary. We're running out of time, so just to wrap up, we are going to have 4 reports coming out very shortly. My colleague Lucy at the back has some copies of the fact sheet with my contact details if you would like to receive the reports. There'll be a global report and 3 reports for each of the countries. And I'd just like to thank you for your time, and please give a big round of applause to these very inspiring and amazing women. Thank you.